Well, let's welcome you back to Morning Live on SABC2 and Channel 404. We're still coming to you live from Platfontein in the Northern Cape. This is part of Morning Live's roadshow. So earlier we spoke to the chief from the COO. So let's just get a perspective from the Department of Cooperative Governance, Human Settlements and Traditional Affairs, because the MEC there in that department is very concerned about the lifestyle of the people living here in Platfontein. We're speaking to the spokesperson for the department, and he is Xhanti Teki. Good morning to you. We're not going to tether now, hey? We're speaking English this time. All right, now tell us the MEC's concerns. What exactly is he concerned about regarding the people here in Platfontein?
Okay, thank you very much for having us. The MEC is very crystal clear in relation to what are the expectations of the department. MEC is saying that as and when the department is giving beneficiaries houses, it's a dual role. Much it is a right to have a house, but you also have an obligation to maintain the house, the state of the houses, so that we don't have an unnecessary infrastructural decay that is happening. You see.
What exactly is happening? We managed to drive around the area when we got here yesterday. There are no windows on almost in all the houses. And it seems like they're even making fire on the floor.
Yes. No, that's what we've also picked up. And we've tried in the past to come with the education consumer project. But there were some language barriers in the past. But we're also coming in again to educate our people that houses it provides dignity. We are providing sustainable human settlements to our communities which were deprived in the past. You see, so it's a form of a dignity that our people must be able to appreciate and take care of. So it escapes logic as to why would we make fire now inside the house or break windows, you see. So it also escapes our logic as to what is that. But as I said earlier, that we're embarking on a consumer education project where we'll be interacting with our community to tell the value of our efforts.
But when it looks like there is a problem of integration. They sort of live in isolation. They don't feel like they're part of the entire community. What plans does the department have in that regard?
Look, South Africa as a whole, we are living in a united state. And what we are saying is that the developmental agenda of government is that we are living in a non-racial, non-sexist, a prosperous and united South Africa. So the community is an extension of the broader society. There cannot be a notion that they are excluding themselves from that perspective. So ours as government has always been about having an inclusive government and socially cohesive government.
That you have, but it's not what we see here. And the question is, what is the department doing, to make them feel as part of the whole community?
Obviously, it's an interaction of entire community. It's not only the department. It's also the community and other stakeholders involved. It's not only a matter that inherently Department of COGTA's a challenge. So we all need to grab hands and work towards how do we unify the society, the community here. Yes.
And we've also learned that your department has also provided the residents here with proper sanitation, proper toilet. And yet, apparently, they still prefer to go outside.
That's a phenomenon that we've also have been able to detect, you see. And like I said earlier on, there is sanitation that is being provided, human settlement is being provided, but there is also what perhaps we also need to explore as to what causes that the sanitation that is there not to be utilized in the manner that it needs to be utilized, you see.
Now, you're saying that it looks like language is a barrier, for the department to actually get through their messages. Tell us about that. Are you considering doing something about it, because the state of the houses in this area are not looking good?
Yeah, like I said earlier, when we first embarked on the consumer education program, there was a limitation in terms of a language, but this time around we've been consolidating, translating, pamphleteering, even we'll be going to radio stations to make the community aware that to have a house who are providing dignity is something that we need to treasure. It's not something that we need to vandalize deliberately. So you see, it needs to provide as a human settlements to us.
Okay, no, Xhanti, that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. There you have it, the MEC, I beg your pardon, the spokesperson for the MEC of Cooperative Governance, Traditional Affairs and Human Settlements here in the Northern Cape Province, Xhanti Teki, talking to us about the state of the houses in this area. Like I was saying earlier on, that we drove around the area, most of the houses here are without windows and they make fire in the houses. So the state of things in this here, they heartbreaking, if one can say. Well, it's time to go back to Johannesburg in our studio. Valen is standing by with the latest in sport. Good morning to you, Valen.